Yes, sir.
Are we cooking?
We cooking.
Hey. All right, so what is up with this infatuation with men and hair?
You going directly to me? I thought you were
No,
gonna
I'm
start
just
this damn story. What? Like you are throwing me on the bus again
I think you just
because
took
you
that
got to go
personal.
right to the ball
I
guy.
just I just think
Jay,
you took
we
it
op.
personal. It's the ops. I'm not.
Oh my god.
All right, I really think ops really got the popping because a lot of kids were playing Call of Duty.
No, I don't think that's where that came from.
Where do you think that came from? I'm sorry, we're gonna switch
Yeah,
stories
how?
real quick.
Yeah, is this a
I
newer,
can't
older?
really tell you where ops came from because like it just kind of grew up in rap. Like I don't know why. I feel like there was some origin where people
No,
used to say like opposition at some point. Like there's like a lot of rap origins. They come from somewhere.
yeah, well, the slang term the ops comes from New York. Well, it comes from that Upper East Coast,
Mhm.
right? They came up with slime. Like, well, first time I heard of it, slime, ops. You know what I mean?
Slime came from like a bunch of just mumble rappers, but that's a whole nother story.
What? Well, no. Like the origin of the word slime was the first time I heard it was from Dipset.
Oh,
It was
never
from
mind.
Dipset,
I'm tripping.
and it was a blood term.
I'm tripping. I thought you meant slat.
No, that's slang. Yeah, that's
my
y'all
bad.
generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but slime, that was back like where who was saying it real big? It was Cameron had an artist. They gonna kill me because I don't know this dude's name. I forget. He used to always wear the polo with the Timbs on, polo hoodie with the Timbs on, polo rugby hoodie with the Timbs on, and he'll scream slime. And that was the first time I heard it. But slime just means like the homeboy. You know, that's your ace boom coon. That's your friend, right? That's my slime. But then ops came from that same,
Okay.
same neighborhood. And then what I think it caught on, because I don't know why your generation started to say ops. I know a lot of Chicago guys caught it as well, but it was like I started hearing kids in the suburbs saying ops, and I was like, oh, maybe they playing Call of Duty because that's what it says, the opposition on Call of Duty. And I was like, all right, maybe they just picking that, they heard it from a rap song and they picking it up from Call of Duty. I don't know why your generation like really use ops the way they do.
I'm gonna say one really weird thing that I've
Mhm.
found is just I don't know how this works,
Uh-huh.
but once something catches on in Chicago, it catches on everywhere.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why or how. I don't know why that works, but if it catches on in Chicago, it's everywhere.
Well, whoever has the wave. Chicago had the wave with the drill music for a while.
True.
Like Chief Keef, all them people that came up from underneath him and behind him, but they got put on because Kanye and Common and all that. Yeah, Chicago has definitely been a wave. It has definitely been a wave. You like Chief Keef?
A little bit. Yeah, he's good. He's good. Like it's always differentiating talent versus like how they sound. How you like?
That is very true.
Yeah, it's like they sound good, but talent. It's kind of like, well, you're gonna hate me for It's like Drake. Drake's talented.
Man, why y'all gonna go to Drake?
I know. I don't like the way he sounds. It's kind of like Kendrick's better, but I was listening because I'm listening more to Kendrick.
Okay.
Duh.
Yeah.
Like when he does. I don't know. Sometimes I have issues with just how he sounds. Like some people just sound good. Like he's right there in the
I'm
middle
gonna
for
say
me.
Good Kid, Bad City, classic. Butterfly.
Yeah.
Kendrick's second album.
Yeah, that was listening to
It
3 years ago.
it took me like 4 times to actually listen to it.
Mhm.
Cause it was so different, so new. The way he twisted his voices, the way he added certain flows and beats. I was like, it wasn't my lane. It wasn't my vein. I
Yeah.
couldn't say it wasn't dope.
Yeah.
It was just I didn't catch the wave to it.
Yeah.
But that is a normal battle. People go Drake versus Kendrick, and you got to go with Drake. He got no more number ones.
Well, I guess
Not as a
that's the
rapper.
And we're
challenge.
gonna call
Not as a rapper, as a musical artist.
As an
yeah.
artist, that's why it's like the sound. Like people really love how he sounds. I'm tired of his voice, his monotone voice. But it's like you can say the same. Like, do you know who Juice WRLD is or was? Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think he sounded great.
Oh,
I
he
love
was
how he sounded.
hard.
Yes, I think that's why.
Eh.
He was hard.
Okay, well, let
you
me
get
get-
drunk, you listen to Juice
Okay,
WRLD.
well, let me give you my opinion real quick.
Go ahead.
I'll
This is on
say-
Drake and Kendrick. or-
on the whole, on
Okay.
on all the rappers that y'all just listed.
Right?
First, I'm gonna say I'm disappointed in Chief Keef because if you know like his story and how he is, he doesn't try. He does not try. He doesn't put any effort into his music. He doesn't care. He just makes it. And it's hard, but like he doesn't try.
He could be harder.
Yeah, he could. And then when it comes to Drake versus Kendrick, you can't really compare that because they're two different artists. Drake to me is an artist. Kendrick is a rapper.
Okay.
Because
what you mean, like just like he's a lyricist, or you just using the term rapper?
He's a lyricist.
Okay.
Drake is not a lyricist. No. Yeah, no, he is.
Okay, I give you that.
He's a lyricist in a different way than Kendrick.
He is.
In the traditional eyes of a lyricist, Kendrick is closer, whereas Drake is closer to a singer in the ways that his lyrics work. Because as been discussed, Drake kind of appeals to women.
That's the best. That's the best people to appeal to.
True. True.
Okay.
I'm not saying that's a problem. Just saying.
Men don't buy records.
I will say though, a good comparison is I will say a good comparison.
I pirate all that shit.
That's a shame.
God damn.
I would say though, a good comparison is looking at Kendrick versus J. Cole.
That's fair.
That's a good one.
I think the battle now, who's like the best new. Well, I think this is actually a good question. Well, because we've talked about this way early on. Who was like our top 5?
Yep.
Who's your top 5? We'll just speak in hip hop. Don't go anything else. But who's your top 5?
Drake's in there just because I don't know. I like Drake's sound. You either love him or you hate him.
Mm-hmm.
Polo G for sure. Okay.
2.
Gotta have J. Cole or Kendrick.
Or Kendrick.
I don't know if I could have both, but J. Cole or Kendrick. Probably go with J. Cole, to be honest. Then after that, Juice WRLD is good, but like my thing about Juice WRLD is he's good as a feature. He's not.
So is he your top 5?
Yeah, he's top 5, but he's not good as his solo. Like if it was him making the music, to me personally, I like when he's a feature.
So what goes into your top 5? Like how do you gauge who goes into your top 5?
It's mainly about the energy that you feel from a song. So like whatever
that's your criteria?
Yeah. So it's basically like whatever music that you make, how does that make me feel as a listener? As a listener, how does that impact my emotions? Like how hyped do I get, or how like positive do I feel? You know what I mean? So like if you're a rapper or an artist who can consistently make me feel positive or make me feel confident, like that's what goes into my top 5.
And that's typically, is that just you or is that your age bracket?
I feel like that's kind of a personal thing because a lot of my age bracket likes to clout hop.
Yeah.
So they like to be like, oh, this rapper put out this fire bar, they put out this fire song, like let me hop on him, like he's the best thing out. No, he's not. He's not.
Yeah, because I was like, because how he likes music, because I'm heavy in lyricist. Like it's the very intricate patterns. That's kind of who everyone in my top 5 is very intricate in their patterns. So what goes in yours?
Man. Stats.
What?
What the fuck?
Stats definitely goes in mine. Longevity-wise and stats.
I don't agree with that.
Right. So what I mean by stats.
Oh no. Anyway, last week.
Well,
who's your top 5? Actually, we should go.
All right. So when we're talking about top 5, we're gonna go Outkast. We're going to go with Drake. We're definitely gonna go with. Let's see. I got to throw Nelly in there. He ran it for a whole decade.
Plus you're a St. Louis person.
Yeah, plus I'm a St. Louis guy, but he ran it for a whole decade, bro.
Was it a whole decade?
It was a decade.
Okay.
Decade.
I like how he's decade. Okay.
Whole decade. Who I got? So I got Drake, I got Nelly, I got Outkast, I got UGK, right? Then I gotta go 3 6 Mafia. I gotta go with 3 6 Mafia. What? So, and what I mean by that is all of the 6 Man, Cash Money, like the whole records, right? Cash Money records, the Hot Boys, right? So, because my criteria is going to be what's your stats, right? Like, so how do you stack up? And it was this stat that put on Drake has 11 number 1 records, right? 11 number 1 records. Right, to be number 1 is not just my niche and my group, it's globally. And it's not rap charts, it's on the pop charts. Yeah.
So on stats, because you brought up stats, who has best?
Yeah.
So you know this. Well, that's okay. So
Yeah.
who sells the most in all of hip hop?
Who sells the most?
Yeah, like who has the most? Platinum albums. Like if you're into
Ooh.
stats,
Who has the most platinum? That's kind of hard.
well, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna fact check this.
Okay, well,
I'm pretty sure isn't it Eminem? Like he has the most.
No, they don't.
As far as like he's the most selling, that's why. He's the most selling. Like that. If you're going into stats, that's why I was like, gotta.
Eminem, I don't think he broke. I think Drake passed him up in sales and streams as well as number one.
Okay.
Because it's difficult though, because if you credit Eminem, you got to credit Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Right?
But
so it's like,
well, if you credit Kendrick, do you credit Dre?
Right, that's what I'm saying. So like Eminem, I got to fact check it as well, but I don't think he's number one because Dre was out 20 years before they had Eminem, right?
Mm-hmm.
So technically, Dre will have more number ones than Eminem, right?
Dre or Drake?
Dre.
Okay.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah. But Dre stopped making,
Dre ain't stopped making it.
I mean, he's like...
Dr. Dre, he gave you NWA, then he gave you Aftermath. Well, he gave you Death Row, then he gave you Aftermath.
That's a bit got some time. I'm talking about recent. Like when you
say,
like,
no. You said the most out of all hip hop. Well, you got to put them in there, right?
Yeah. Okay. If you're going, how you're switching it is like how it's produced.
That's why I was confused on when you asked me. I'm like, we're talking about the whole realm of hip hop.
No, I'm saying single. Like, so if you're talking the stats of like just albums, sales. Sorry, I'm just going quick into this. I'm pretty sure having this discussion.
Well, let's look it up.
We can, but C5, you got a opinion on that one? I'm just saying.
I think that's a fact.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Jay's a little bit hypocritical for the stats argument.
Oh, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
And the reason being, hear me out, is because I know Jay is a LeBron fan. And to be a LeBron fan, to compare LeBron to Jordan, Jordan is 6-0 in the finals. And statistically, winningly, Jordan is better. He won 100% of the times he got to the finals. And then you're going to say LeBron is better.
Yeah, so you want to go stats on LeBron? So LeBron he beat Jordan in the scoring record, the assist record. You can look it up.
True.
Right? Jordan has 6 rings?
6!
Yes.
Right? Yeah. But Michael Jordan never went to 3 different teams and won 3 different championships.
But he won 6 straight.
He won 6 straight. But you act like he stopped playing after he won that 6. People don't like to talk about the times that after Jordan retired
to the Wizards,
and he went to the Wizard, because that put a blemish on his record. Are we not going to deny that? He still picked up a ball.
Hold on, he was still good.
Did he win a championship?
No, but he was really good.
Okay, and they don't like the time about the 3 or the 2 years before he got Scottie Pippen that he didn't go to the playoff. So everybody likes to talk about Jordan in his 6 years worth, but then they look at LeBron as his whole year span. And I think that's because you're just looking at the time because you didn't get a chance to actually see Michael Jordan in his. You don't judge Michael Jordan in his full his lifespan of playing basketball.
I'll say the difference between Jordan and LeBron when comparing that is that LeBron's had consecutive years in the finals. So like every year he's making it to the finals. So where's Jordan losing in the first or second round of the playoffs or not even making it there?
3 years.
LeBron is making it to the finals and he's getting those blemishes against his record.
Don't that make him a better player if he went to the finals more times than Jordan?
Not necessarily, because he still was losing final series he should have won. Like the first.
All right. Are we counting championships? Because if we're counting championships, Jordan is not the GOAT. So then, right? Because you got Bill Russell. Bill Russell has 12 NBA. Then people go, oh, well, it's a different NBA. Okay. Then how are we comparing? What is this GOAT talk that we're talking about?
Are you guys tired of hearing the term GOAT? I know I should.
Yeah, I'm tired of it because they're never gonna give it to my boy.
Well, I'm asking. Well, simply on that, it seems like it's hard to even compare, just because they're two different, very generations.
True.
Like you could easily say Jordan of that era. There's before Jordan, which I can't remember his damn name who played for the Celtics.
Dr. J.
Oh, Larry Bird.
You had
No,
Larry.
no. He was that freak athlete.
Oh, Will Chamberlain.
Yes,
Mhm,
yeah. Like
mhm.
he won. Like
Then you had Magic Johnson.
yeah,
Well-
and there's just different like.
Will Chamberlain only
eras.
won one title because Bill Russell stumped him.
Right, Bill Russell had 12 though.
I think
Bill Russell. He wasn't flashy though.
But what
No.
what do you think about between Jordan? So that's like 2000 and LeBron.
No,
which is,
Jordan 90.
Kobe.
90s.
yeah, that's what it's like. Kobe. Like I think that's where it's like it goes Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. Then it's gonna be who the fuck it is
Right.
next. But I think that's like they're just different levels. They play different. Like now it's a lot of different threes. Like you
True.
know.
But give my boy his.
No. I'm not
give
saying
my
like
boy his
it's
fucking
great. No,
prime.
it's great. I'm just
Right.
saying it's hard. I like everybody. I think
He played longer than Jordan. He
I'm-
never retired.
No. I'm
I'm passionate about my boy LeBron.
I'm
Everybody
just saying
asks
it's hard.
you
to
a team
compare 'cause
hopper.
it-
No.
like because you get in the conversation. It's like LeBron. They say like LeBron wouldn't even be able to play in Jordan's time just because it was way more physical. Blah 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 blah. But you don't know because it's just they play differently.
If I'm being honest with you, Jordan and LeBron could dominate in each other's respective
believe it.
areas because LeBron
Yeah.
is huge.
Yeah, he big.
And Jordan would have been drawing fouls left and right. He would be averaging like 40 points a
I
game.
mean, we
with
already have a
ease.
Jordan in the league right now. Westbrook.
No,
What?
no,
Westbrook, bro.
don't
Bro.
draw that comparison. That is not true.
Westbrook is literally a scoring champion.
No, he is not. He's not a
So
scoring champion.
Westbrook, all right. If you don't want to counter Westbrook, we already had a Jordan. It was Kobe,
Yes.
right? And at the end of Kobe's prime, he
Mhm.
wasn't that. After they started to change the rules,
Well, no, the problem is Kobe messed up his Achilles, and then he never came back from that. Really,
yep, Jordan fucked up a lot of shit.
Jordan never really got injured, but like
He
just,
kept retiring. I'm sorry.
he only retired once, but he just got old
Retired
and worn
twice.
down. I don't think so.
Yeah, he retired
He
twice
retired
between
twice.
between the
Between-
Bulls,
was it the
between the
Wizards?
Bulls, then between Bulls and Wizards.
Okay.
He retired twice.
I was actually, I guess you retired 3 times.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
blah,
true.
Whatever.
So he quit. He could quit the NBA 3 times.
Well,
Twice.
He
technically.
quit. He's a quitter. He quit.
goddamn.
He's not.
quit.
He's not.
I
a
mean,
quitter.
the
This-
between time, I guess his dad died, and that was kind of big. Anyway, fuck it, but whatever.
No, I'm just
But-
saying, like they go. LeBron James went his 4 years without making it to the playoffs because he was with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Well, I'm going, okay, well, if you're gonna count that towards him, count towards the Michael Jordan quitting. He quit he quit twice. Right? Like he quit twice. Like, yeah, count it. I'm not taking anything from him. Michael Jordan was a badass player. But if we're counting championships, then don't get mad at the NBA when all of these other people are starting to chase championships. And they will be pissed off if LeBron James went to the Brooklyn Nets. People will be pissed.
Yeah.
Because if we're going to count just Jordan championships, then I'm going to tell LeBron, just go to the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah,
Get
but-
4 easy back to back.
yeah,
well,
but
that's what they got. They got mad at Durant a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
well-
you comparing the best to the best, and the only thing they can say is championships. So therefore, I'll be like, okay, you want to say championships? I can go to the Golden State Warriors back when they had Durant. Go get 6 of them damn things, and only take $2 million off the cap. You know what I mean? I don't want y'all to pay me anything. I'm just here for the championship, so they can shut the fuck up.
How'd the Nets even do? I didn't get to watch many
The Nets.
because I know it was so hype. And when I looked at the playoff standings, it not look.
We bouncing all over the place.
Yeah,
right?
I'm just saying, but go because we
Well,
go back.
this conversation came from stats
yeah,
because
because
I'm
we're
saying
gonna
that
tie
I'm
it back to
saying-
old school news.
Yeah.
But I'm saying the
hip-hop,
problem
but-
is when you start to compare it, count stats in basketball, nobody wants to give up their king.
True, but that's with anything. Personally, I'm a Formula One fan, right? So if you
We're going to Formula One.
just hear me out. It's a short argument, right? So everybody knows the name Lewis Hamilton.
Mhm.
Like he has the most wins, most championships. People look at him as the greatest ever. Like casuals look at him as the greatest ever. But if you ask any genuine F1 fan, they have a hard time putting him over Michael Schumacher.
Mhm.
And Michael Schumacher statistically is not better than Hamilton, not in any way.
Not anymore.
But
Nobody
But
wants to relinquish their
it's
king.
it's similar to the Jordan LeBron debate with Hamilton being LeBron and Jordan being Michael Schumacher.
Mhm.
Well, it's also interesting because neither of you said like because when you hear like in popular culture, what's your like top 5 in hip hop artists? You always hear 2 names, Tupac and Biggie,
Mhm.
every damn time, which is cool. Can't respect it, but it's even before me. So I'm like, I can't. So it's all like
that's why I hate.
I always like to say what's in
five.
my time. What's in my time, or current, or like current stuff.
I mean, I'm gonna say this: you gotta go JayZ because he
did you even say JayZ?
No, but I mean, like that's I was stuttering because you got it. Like, if you're talking about hip hop, right? The way the culture is moving today is off of JayZ's back, right? So if JayZ never made the moves that he made, right, and brought the people he brought in, we wouldn't have the culture that we have today, but as hip hop's status today.
Who's your king when it comes to hip hop? Because LeBron's, as far as basketball, we use that example. So the king is LeBron in basketball.
So
let's say hip hop, because those are two things you're close to.
So that's hard because hip hop is broken up in regions.
You can have a couple kings here.
Yeah, you're broken up in regions.
Say a couple.
Right? So Dr. Dre is always going to be the king of the West Coast. Right? Okay. Did it the longest and brought the most influence.
Okay.
You have Nelly is always going to be the king of the Midwest.
Okay.
Got the most? Yeah.
Okay.
Had it for a whole decade. Shake your tail of it. Like, you want me to go down the list?
But, okay, I'll fight you later on that one.
And then in Atlanta, it's hard because you got T.I. and then you got Lil Jon. But I'm going to say...
Lil Jon.
Yeah, that could be debatable.
Unfortunately,
because Lil Jon
I'm a T.I. fan.
Definitely brought a wave.
Yeah, I like how T.I. sounds.
But T.I. brought business to Atlanta. Yeah. He bought the bag to Atlanta.
So, but going
and
back,
JayZ.
Well, going to like, but when do you relinquish your king and anything? But we're just because those two things. What we talking about? What do you because like T.I. he's still making music, but like. You say Dre, well, Dre's still making music, but when do you really when they're dead, like, or are they just always king? Like
when they pass,
because like Nelly, you take Nelly because Nelly, I have not heard anything from Nelly, but like that's why like I would say like I argue with like that's why I say Tech 9. So I think Tech 9
not big enough.
Well, okay, big enough. But that's why like I'm heavy lyricist, so I look like what Tech 9 said. I think he's great longevity. He's doing this so damn.
He did kill it.
He's still doing it.
He's still doing
it, and he helps the culture. Like if you're a new artist, if you do your own thing, he's giving you stuff. He rents out equipment, stages, blah blah blah.
Tech 9.
So that's why I'm like, just say it.
Tech 9 is a great right hand man.
Yeah,
but Nelly's gonna be the king because if you go to Asia, if you go to South Africa, they're going to know Nelly like that. Tech 9, you have to get into the pockets. You know what I mean? Real hip hop people from overseas are going to go, yeah, I know Tech 9. Like they know Tech 9 in New Zealand. You know what I mean? They know Tech 9 in Australia. He's big in Australia as well. But it's like pockets. But people know Nelly, right? And especially if we're talking about kings, like JayZ is going to be the king of New York because he has $1 billion behind his fucking name.
Yeah.
He has 3 B's in his new rap song. He got Beyonce. he got $1 billion, right? And then he got his daughter Blue. You know what I mean? Like, what other rapper has reached that level just off of music? $1 billion.
It's not just off of music, though.
I mean, he has a lot.
JayZ does a lot of promoting, a lot of side
stuff. I don't know. You have to look exactly into
and Drake is gonna reach that level at some point, just because of the way he's promoted himself.
I would say Drake built his empire off of music.
He did.
JayZ built his empire. All of his liquor, he put it in his video. You know what I mean? He made Ace of Spade cool. He was the reason why black dudes went from tall tees to button up. He said, "Death to the auto-tune."
Okay. Yeah.
Right? Like
auto-tune. Yeah, that's right.
Let's not. That man moves culture. If JayZ said it's not cool, it won't be around for 6 months.
But if he put something, I'm asking this. But if you put something out now, like he's done an album with Beyonce, but like, does it still have a weight? I mean, I guess like, or is it still good? Like that kind of thing.
I think he got to a level. I think he risen to a level where his presence is bigger than his music, and unfortunately, no.
It's like Puff.
Yeah,
Puff's, his presence way bigger.
It's way bigger than saying, "Hey, I went to a party with Puff." Get you way more clout than going, "Hey, I got Puff on a record."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think Beyonce is at that level too, where Beyonce can still drop an album. It's still a great album, right? But if Beyonce shows up and do a feature for you, it's a bigger record because of her presence and all that she brings to her. She's an institution.
I think you can say that same thing with M, but I'm just saying.
I don't know, because I'm going to say it like this. M dropped a couple records. M just dropped the last record.
Oh, yeah. Music to be murdered by. It's great shit.
It's some great shit, but it wasn't bumped.
Well, that's the thing. He's heavy lyricist. Like, if you're not, that's why it's the difference in like, I mean.
So that's why I'm like, I can't call him king because he didn't age with time.
Well, some people call him a king. I mean, there's a big, well, I think it's a big, there's a big number of people that say he's the best. I mean, he is in my top, because I think he's a good lyricist. As far as
he's the best lyricist?
I say he's in my top 5 because it's always a battle between him, like Busta, Tech, that kind of thing. Like, it's always.
And you're not putting Andre in there?
I wasn't around. Okay, I can go back to his music. I'm just saying my current time, what I grew up with, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was more like impactful for what those three, NF, everybody, like those are impactful stuff. Okay, I can relate to this. Cool. Even though M said a lot of fucked up shit, he says a lot of crazy shit.
I ain't gonna stunt.
And if you talk to, and what he says, like he always brings up, Andre, Nas, blah blah blah, those type of people.
I'm about to say, boy, shit, because like I think hands down, nobody wants to see Andre 3000 in a rap battle.
But again, it's past stuff. That's why he's kind of
still hot.
Well, maybe, I don't know.
Hot.
I'm just saying that's just maybe. So it's like, when do you relinquish your king? Because I mean, like that's why like a lot of people like M is king, and we're retired in like probably 15 years, 10 years. I don't fucking know, but blah.
Right. I don't know when do you relinquish your queen? I mean king.
Yeah, in anything.
Queen.
In anything.
Right. Or queen.
So if it's Formula One, when do you relinquish it? So for you, but.
I mean, a lot of the time, and Nate's gonna look, I mean, not Nate, Jay's gonna look at me crazy for this, but you gotta relinquish your king when stats say otherwise. But that's different in sports because sports, it's also a team atmosphere. But if you're comparing like rap or Formula One, even though it's a sport, it's a really like statistically based sport. You relinquish your king when stats say otherwise. When it's just like, there's so much overwhelming evidence when it's like, he's past him, like statistically, you can't really argue with it.
Is it hard with even music stats wise, just because like we consume music differently, like say 15, 20 years ago, whereas now everything's streamed? It's kind of hard with numbers. I'm just asking.
I would say it's hard to do it with music because everybody perceives music differently and everybody likes different things in music.
Music is personal.
Yeah. Music is very personal.
Music is very personal. People get in fights.
That's why it's fun when you say top 5. That's what I mean.
You get under my skin with this shit.
I know you're very passionate. I mean, you have shushed me on this stuff.
I was shut up, Nate. You don't know what to do. Yeah, music is very passionate. I don't know, like, cause I go through music in decades. But when people try to deny one artist over other, I go like, wait a minute. I don't know. He had his wave. He had like to take over a country, right? It's hard to do. Tech Nine has done it. He took over a country. You know what I mean? He put out one single and he took over a country. Eminem has done.
Talking about Caribou, which one?
Caribou, KCT. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had a couple way more. I know they're gonna kill me. My brother's gonna kill me because my brother's a Tech Nine fan. He got Tech Nine plaques in his house, right? And he has so many fucking like hits. Tech Nine, it's a cult following.
Mm-hmm.
If you a juggalo, you a juggalo. You know what I mean? Like, he's definitely captured. That's why I cannot shit on Tech Nine. That's why I was like, damn. But I don't think he's over Nelly. Nelly doesn't have a cult following.
Oh, I mean, it's just saying like currently, because Nelly. I mean, last thing I heard from really Nelly that was really big was Dream. You know?
Nah, take that back.
What's
Georgia, Florida state line.
But that was Florida. that was
You may want to. What is it? And just cruise. Yeah, that's all. Yeah,
I know. I mean, yeah. That was big. But I like. Okay, fine. His feature, whatever. All that country ass song. But okay, fine. That was like 2015.
That was still relevant.
I know. Yeah, I'm just saying. But
he dropped one feature, and
I mean, like Tech is going like every.
He got a country grandma off of that hoe.
Really?
Yes, he got a Grammy off of that.
Oh shit, country's fucked up. Go ahead.
He don't like Nelly, y'all.
No, I like Nelly. I like Nelly. I'm just saying. Okay, cool. I mean, he did a song with Tim McGraw back in the day too.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, over and over again. There you go.
Over and over again.
Yeah, he's been on that country thing. So
yeah. Give us props. I'm sorry.
I'm giving him props. I'm just saying.
We went. All right, so
great episode. There you go.
You guys made it to the end of the video. I'm glad that you enjoyed the episode, but can you please like and subscribe the actual video? I'm gonna say it again. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. We need you to subscribe so we know that you guys actually like us. So please. But again, thanks for coming. We'll see you again.